Graybeard GennyJoose. Juicy!
Thomas TC Vape Reviews, and what we're going to go over today is Graybeard GennyJoose. I enjoyed these two a little too much, so I have to admit, I normally try to not do that, which is suck through all of it. Let's get on to the review. So, Graybeard GennyJoose, they did send me a little card about them, and so here's the thing, this will explain a lot. So we have a Maruki blue tongue skink in our house. It's not something you're going to find every day, but this guy can reach up to about 3 foot long, and he is loose in our house. So we've been doing this mad dash trying to find him. Tonight we have to set up heat lamps and stuff to capture him, but in the process I think I lost their card, but I'm going to try to remember everything. But let me see if I can find it. I'll be right back. Alright, no lizard yet, and I can't find the lovely little card they sent me. I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Graybeard, but I do have their business card. They are local in the DFW area, but you're going to go to graybeardgennyjoose.com, and of course I'll leave a link. But basically, they experienced everything kind of like we did back in the day when there was you know, just your basic flavors, and they wanted something geared more toward what they vape, their style of vaping. So I think their motto is you upgrade your mods, why not your juice? Which makes sense. I mean, come on. You go to a lot of vape shops, even now, are still stuck on, you know, 70 PG, 30 VG, and I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy hitting that on any RDA that I have. It's not too bad in a tank, cartomizer thing like that, but I really feel like we're kind of evolving away from that. I mean, we got the Nautilus and the Aero tank that really seems like they're capable of handling thicker juices. So I think that's kind of the way the industry is going now, and then. But anyways, so they were a do-it-yourselfer. They made their own juice, and you know, basically found a passion to get into this, which I think is the story for most juice makers out there. Just some have done it better than others. For instance, this company has obviously done something right. This harlequin and this mana juices are just phenomenal. In it now. So it said that they built it based on Genesis style tanks and RDAs, drippers and rebuildable Genny tanks. So with that in mind, it seemed like it was focused toward that, since that's what it said, so hence I've stuck mainly with that. Now I did try some of the juices in the new Kangaroo Aero tank, which I'm going to have another review, kind of the heads up between it and the Nautilus, pros and cons. But I still found that it was pretty good. All their juices, the flavor came through on those as well. So when they have that little section there, it says, and works with that, it does. Now, the iClear 16s, some of the top coil systems where it wicks up, and it is a thicker juice. I would imagine that that's really not what their design was for, with those kinds of things. So stick with RDAs, RBAs with this juice. So anyways, I have a dock steam turbine here, and this is loaded with harlequin. And while you're here, how about we just pull that little page right on up, Graybeard GennyJoose.com. We're going to go to products by flavor right underneath their logo, and then I'm going to scroll down. You have bakery, let's see, they have all products, 71 of them. They have bakeries, icy hots, coffees, creamy, fruit, specialty, new, IY4, RY4, and tobaccos. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the all products, scroll on down, alphabetical order, A+, and let's do harlequin. So we're going to scroll on down to harlequin, which kind of has a symbol of the jester's hat. Amazing complex blend of coconut and strawberry, unique and delicious. Now, the strawberry, yes, unique and delicious. Oh my God! You know, there's here. Look at this. See that dimple? That dimple right there? That's for the harlequin. I don't show the dimple a lot, but it's there for this one. Here we go. So. It is a very smooth, and when they say complex, I agree 100%. That is a complex. Now, here's the funny thing about this description, though. It says coconut. I hate coconut. Now, it's not like the some of the other flavors that give me that, oh, I need the trash can. I'm not that worried about it. But I'm not a big, like, I don't need a chocolate bar with coconut on it. I don't need cake with coconut on it. I don't like cookies with coconut on it. If that's the flavor of coconut in a vape, holy crap. So, that is just, it is a really good vape. I've really enjoyed that. Okay, onwards to the review. Just kick back and start enjoying that again. That's why that bottle is empty anyways, guys. It is that good. It is a very complex strawberry flavor. The coconut, it's in there, but it is not a stout coconut. It's definitely a strawberry. I don't want to say cream, but whatever that other flavor is in there, it doesn't matter. It is phenomenal, and I wish I could pinpoint what exactly that is for you, but I just can't. That is one of those flavors that when you start to vape on it, it just piques your curiosity enough to keep vaping on it and keep vaping on it, where next thing you know, you're running around and going, hey, try this. What do you taste? Hey, try this. What do you taste? And then you end up with an empty bottle for a review, and I still can't figure out what that other part of it is. So, but it's good. It is really good. And sticking with that that baseline of flavor or profile, we'll go to the Mana. This is another bottle that I received from them, and as you can tell, another empty bottle. This stuff turned into crack. They have loaded up some kind of drug or something in that, because the Mana, another one, it just says amazing strawberries bursting with sweet magic. What that is, I can't tell. The strawberries there, and it is different. I do notice, like, the Harlequin's kind of like a rich, smooth flavor, and the Mana is it's more like a bright. Can you use bright in description of flavor? It's a brighter flavor. It's just Mana. Where the Harlequin's like, yep, I'm the Harlequin, and the Mana's going, Harlequin, that. Those are two very unique flavors. I've never tasted anything like that at all. There is nothing on the market that tastes like those two items, and I've tried a lot. So if you happen to get an opportunity to try those, I would definitely recommend trying the Mana and the Harlequin, and I would not try them in a Claramizer or Cartomizer. I would try them in a Genesis style tank. I loved them in my K-Fun Light, and I really enjoy dripping them. Now, I found the flavor of these two particular profiles to be really good in a Genesis style tank. And in the RDA it was good, but it wasn't, for me, it wasn't as good. And in the K-Fun Light, I have a I think 0.6 ohm build in my K-Fun, and it was phenomenal. So yeah, I mean, in matter of fact, it's sitting right here with the last little ounce of juice, and I'm saving that, preciously saving that for whenever I want that flavor until I order more. It's kind of like Punch Drunk. It's one of those ones that I just save until I know I'm going to have more coming in. So anyways, let's move on to our other ones. There is some stuff called the good shit, which we'll go and look at the description of that. So I'm going back to their product flavors here, and we are looking at the good shit. Good shit. Is good shit. The name says it all. R-U-Y. Ready? So I'm going to assume it's a RY4, and it is. It's more of a chocolatey background taste. So a tobacco, and my son's just making all kinds of noise for me, so. Sorry. It's alright, buddy. It's alright. So here I have it in my Patriot, on the mod that my son got me. Here we go, RY4. Well, it's definitely the RY4. So it is the tobacco flavor. They do have some caramel in it. Caramel? How do you say that? I don't know. Or at least to me it tastes like that. And a little bit of chocolate in there, I think. It's got a little chocolate background to it. It's good. I will say this about the good shit. It's not on my, I mean, as far as the ones I got from them, it's not on my favorite list. But it is definitely RY4, and that is loaded with a ton of flavors. So if you like the RY4 base flavors and you enjoy a very rich taste, particularly if you're dripping on something that's real airy and maybe doesn't have as much flavor, but you like that vapor production, this would probably be a good one, because you're going to definitely get the taste out of it. So that is a pretty stout RY4 that's really rich. And it's throwing out the clouds, so that's a good one right there. Let me get that out of the cotton. You need it in here? Yeah. And we'll be back. Commercial time. Okay. So, you know, I am human. I've got kids and their grandparents all live here with me. Obviously my kids do. So, you know, sometimes it is a little bit of a busy place. But on that note, we are going to try for the first time together right here. Never tried before. True Moon, the inspirational True Moon. This is one of the brand new flavors. We're going to put it out there right now. This is a brand new flavor. is supposed to be inspired by milk, vanilla, a little bit of almond. So I'm kind of excited. So here we go, guys. So we're gonna smell it first. Smells like just like a cream of some sort. Okie dokie. And put it on the cap. Here we go. First time ever True Moo. Definitely vanilla. Definitely the cream of the milk there. I do taste a little bit of that nutty almond, but it's really hard to tell if it's an almond. It's just kind of like that nutty taste with that milk and the vanilla. That is actually a very good blend right there. You know, so that is a thumbs up. Good job, Graybeard. That is a thumbs up. That one right there is just mild enough not to go, oh. It is perfect. For me, it's a mild flavor base. It has definitely, you know, that milk creamy taste with it, lightly sweetened with vanilla. And it's not really like a super sweet vape to me. It's just a nice, easy vape. It's got very little throat hit. Matter of fact, I find the throat hit on this to be very satisfying. It's not a burn. It's just a nice, even tempered throat hit. And it is thick. It is very thick. The one I have is a 6 milligram, and yeah, I'm going to work on that. Every time I say I'm going to have to do something to myself here just to stop it. Guys, that is a good complex blend. On the inhale, I definitely get a lot of cream. On the exhale, I'm getting actual vanilla and that just a smidge of almond nut in there. So I would say that if they say it's a magical blend of vanilla and milk, almond milk. I don't know how you would describe that, but I mean, that's a good description of it, and it's good. And if you're wanting to try something new, I would say that's a very unique taste, kind of like the harlequin was for me, and the manna. Those are both very unique. So we're going to go off to, let's look up with what My Little Pony. So would I run around town and tell everybody I'm vaping on My Little Pony? Yeah, I wouldn't care. So, for those of you guys who are too scared to admit that you love My Little Pony, let's see what this guy is. Fruity and whimsical. Of course, it's gotta be if it's called My Little Pony. It is fruity. Okay. Here's another one that I hadn't got to yet because I was messing around with those other two. And yeah, they just kind of hooked me right in with that. So let's try My Little Pony, which is fruity and whimsical. So let's see if we can figure out what the fruit is, and let's figure out what the whimsical might be. Let's see. So they don't have any reviews up on it yet. This is a 6 milligram. It's a nice clear liquid, and I've had these for about a week or two, so it should have steeped long enough, if it even needed steeping. I mean, the harlequin and the mana didn't need any steeping, so let's see what surprises we get. That is a melon. Alright, it's definitely a melon. I'm not getting much, like, and of course, you know, guys, these taste reviews are subjective to the guy that's tasting it, me. So the question is Thomas, TC, from TC Vape's Review, like that? That is not a bad flavor at all as far as melon goes. You know, melons aren't typically my favorite anyways. There's only been one or two that I've really enjoyed. So, you know, this is, I don't know if this is going to be my favorite, but it's up there as far as a good, complex flavor. I'm kind of like one of those guys when it came to cigars. It may not have been my favorite cigar, but I appreciated the complex flavor of it. And goodness, it out, man. Let's try that again. You know, I've said this before about other flavors, like when I did E-steams, you know, I was like, man, I wish I had somebody sitting right here that loved melon and could be just like, that is the melon. I'm going to say that these guys have unique flavors, whereas, I keep saying, I'm going to drive myself saying, I apologize. They have unique flavors compared to other places where they say it is blip, 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 this to the T, and that's what it tastes like. They have gone more into just straight complex flavors. There is not a direct, you're not going to go and just buy strawberry, okay? You're going to get this complex structure of flavor out of that. And the My Little Pony, I mean, I'm definitely melon. It is the baseline for that flavor. I find myself enjoying that because there is that fruity berry taste behind it. It is actually quite delicious in the fact that melon is not overly stout, and with me not enjoying melon a lot, I could vape that. Matter of fact, that's going to go in the box. So the harlequin and mana, I need about like 100 milliliters of that. My Little Pony and the True Moo's good. The RY4, the good shit, it is good as far as being an RY4, but I've kind of moved on past the RY4 in my taste structure. So I think it would be good for those who are still really liking that profile. The fact that it is a very strong flavor. So if you're putting it in an RDA with good airflow, you're going to enjoy that. I think that you might find it is really good in the Prometheus. The Prometheus is known to, for me, to be more airy and not as much flavors like the Kraken, and particularly, let's not break stuff. The Steam Turbine. I find those two, as far as the Jenny style tanks, to be top in flavor. I think that might be just a little too bold for me in that, but I think this would be a very good dripping juice. So I have 5 juices. Top 2, top 1, Harlequin. Oh my god, that is the crack. Did I? You got the dimple. Oh man, Harlequin. That is good stuff. The mana, I mean, as soon as you get done with Harlequin, you've got to get some mana. So those two, the profile on those are just wonderful. The True Moo, that brand new True Moo, surprisingly delicious. It's just a good cream vanilla with that hint of nut in it, and it was very good. The good shit, it was good. It was good shit. It's not on my top 10 because it's an RY4. Hope that makes sense to people. RY4 is not my favorite, and melon's not my favorite. So obviously I'm not going to go, ooh, I want more. Well, it's not my favorite because those profiles aren't my favorite. I enjoyed it, and I will enjoy it. So, some good juices. Thanks to Graybeard GennyJoose. I'm just so tongue-tied today. Oh my god. Guys, good job. Good job, Graybeard GennyJoose. You will have a customer from me. You are in the top 3. There's a big box right here that when I travel around, your juice will be in, and I will be happy to share that with anybody. If you see me, I'm sorry, I will not be able to share harlequin and manna with you until I order some. Thanks for watching TC Vape Reviews, guys. I had a blast. These flavors were good from Graybeard GennyJoose. Check them out, www.graybeardgennyjoose.com. Here's to you. Good stuff. Man, that True Moo is some thick shit, dude. That is awesome. I can vape on that. Let's see. I just dried that out. Let's see what happens. That is some thick shit. It is still on the coals. Wow. The coals still aren't dry yet. Wow. I think we're there.